I thought we played pretty hard for the most part the first half. Didn't play particularly well. I thought when we ran zone offense, I thought we ran it pretty well. We just didn't run it all the time. Second half, we were pretty good. Our guards got to get better. Ball security's got to get better. When you're trying to run something, attack a person, or attack someone in foul trouble, or attack a mismatch, they've got to be able to recognize it, do a better job getting the ball where it's supposed to go. We don't rebound it as well as we rebounded it a year ago, but part of that's because we take some horrendous shots. Can't rebound ones that bounce off the front of the rim. Those are unreboundable. Those are outlet passes. We constantly bang it off the front of the rim because our balance sucks. That's getting those bad habits in the front of the rim.
Talk about trying to run more offense through Devin. Feel like you're able to do that?
I think Devin's the end of the offense. It's not run it through. Devin has gotten lots better at penetrating pitching. He got back a couple of shots everywhere. You want to stop the bleeding by throwing it close. He's the guy who throw it close too.
Coach, if Holton is able to stay on the floor consistently for you guys, his potential is what?
I think Nathan's great today. Those two guys are going to share time. So, whichever one plays the best probably going to play more. Nate would have played a lot more today. We did because we threw some other guys in there just kind of try to give everybody a chance to play. Now, Justin, I mean, I've been brutally honest with him. You know, the guy who plays the best is going to play the most. And he should. So, I mean, it's not like everybody doesn't have an opportunity. And if you don't play a lot, that's your fault. You didn't play very good.
Coach, what did you see out of Asa Ahmad today? Did he look about where you expected? Was he off?
He'll get better and better and better because he wants to. He's got a great aptitude to learn basketball. So he picks things up real quick. He struggled early because the game went a little faster than what he was used to it going. He started to adjust now.
Does he seem like a guy you could potentially run offense through this season with his passing ability?
Provided you can catch it. You know, the crazy thing about this league is there's more than one guy can coach. So, I think everybody tries to take the ball out of the hands of the guys who's going to make a play, and the guys that try to run offense through.
It strikes me that this team doesn't have a main guy. That make them more. It doesn't have a main guy, a go-to guy, which in a way gives you more leeway. I mean, if the main guy has a bad night, you're in trouble, and you're harder to guard, I guess. Is that fair?
I think you can look at it the other way, that he wouldn't be the main guy if he didn't get it done most of the time. I think we have some guys, honestly, who potentially could be pretty doggone good, but they, you can't. It's not. It's not gymnastics or diving. There's nobody over there with a card, and every time you shoot it, waving a card to grade difficulty. It just counts whether it goes in or not. So why would you try to make things way harder than what they are? And we do that. I mean, we've got two guys that ought to shoot you know, with the pressure and everything and getting the layups that they get, they ought to shoot close to 50%. They're good enough shooters to be able to do that. But they can't do it when they're, you know, they're falling back on their head or they're floating one way or another and really for no reason. But you know, the crazy thing was, I was sitting there watching them warm up today and they didn't take one good shot in warm up. I mean, they were all falling backwards, jumping sideways, throwing up floaters. And that's what I just talked to them about. I don't know why in the world being really good isn't good enough, you know? Because nobody cares what it looks like. As long as it goes in.
Coach, how much different of a player and maybe more importantly a person is Elijah this year?
Well, Elijah had pretty much 2 years off. Last year was a hard year for him. You know, we went through a lot of things early, you know, losing his mother and everything. He's been much better. Much better. Elijah's honestly got to just continue to get tougher. I think he's really capable of scoring down close. And he ought to be able to rebound honestly better than what he does. But he's in better shape, so he's going to be able to play, you know, harder, longer, and he's moving better. He's really trying to get better.
What does it give you when you use him and Devin at the same time? Does it give you kind of a unique look, a bigger look offensively and defensively?
I don't know what, about 520 pounds, what it gives us. I don't know. You know, we try to play them together. One of them's got to be able to pass. You know, we ran, you know, just some stuff out of motion and threw it out of bounds. It's harder than what you think it is. You know, but we've got to get better. You know, and I know I've told you this before, but I'm telling you, I got great assistants, you know, I mean, they're really good, and they're like, you know, we got ISO, you know, so-and-so, okay, who's gonna pass it? Tell me who's gonna pass it. How do we get them open so they can pass it, and how do we get those other guys that are not gonna guard out of the way? That's a lot to think about, 30-second timeout, especially when they're calling timeout. They're calling it technical when you don't come out of the timeout fast enough. We're going to call 127 fouls a game, but by God, don't be late coming out of timeout. That's a technical foul. Because we got to speed this game up. You know, that's not very intelligent, Bob.
Well, speaking of officiating, scrimmage and now this one, have you seen a difference? What's your opinion?
My opinion is, I think it's not. I don't think it changes that much. I think guys are going to call the game the way they call the game. I mean, are you going to get some guys that are going to blow like every touch? I'm sure probably you are sometimes. Then you can get some guys that just don't believe in it. That's what I think. I could be wrong. You know, they tell me they don't call everything, but they had a whole bunch of little guys that I thought had their hands all over our post guys, and those guys in stripes didn't seem to care. You know, it's supposed to be a foul. They want to get home too.
You mentioned just finding the guys that are playing better right now. Is that the focus going into the season, or is it still also looking at some different combinations and what kind of variables that might give you?
We're going to have different combinations just because we're going to get in foul trouble. We're going to get tired. I want them to come out when they're tired. I don't want it hurts. You know, I think Elijah took a jump shot from like 17 feet and he asked out, so he's tired. Then went down there shot. If you're tired, why are you going to shoot? You know, we're supposed to be a little more intelligent. Drum up enough energy to shoot one. Come out, sit down, and then go shoot.
Coach, how would you assess Javon running the point? I know it kind of helps.
I thought our point guards were not very good. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I didn't think they did a very good job of that. They've got to get a whole lot better.
Bob, I was gonna ask you about some good moments for y'all basketball tonight.
Were you? Could you refresh my memory?
Stretch. I was writing it down. I think there was, you made like 11 straight shots at one point, and it was, by and large, you was a little bit around and getting it probably where you wanted to. And it was a lot of different players, and especially front court players too, which he's not backcourt, but like he said, he was actually pretty good. Is that, obviously that's the goal, has that been not present enough for you so far?
You know, the goal of playing motion is that you should have, theoretically, when you handle the ball that much, you should get better at handling the ball. And so theoretically, you should have more guys who can pass. I'm sorry to doubt that theory. But theoretically, that's what it is.
Coach, you said that the shot clock won't affect the way that you play much, but have you seen a change in your opposition with them getting into sets and having any troubles?
It's not going to affect us because we play so fast. And we make them play fast. So unless somebody really tries to slow us down, I don't see it happening. We were able to, the two times that we've played somebody different, we were able to speed them up.